Alright you guys, so welcome back to my channel. I did want to share with you my top 10 products that I do believe from the drugstore are better than high-end products, and I do use them all the time. I do think that I did this video probably 2 years ago and you guys really liked it, so I want to do a more like updated version of that. So we will jump into that in a little bit, and of course, like always, I've been telling you guys with all my videos that I did apply to be a part of the Sephora squad. So if you haven't left me a testimonial down below, make sure you do that. But with that being said, make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe, and let's jump right into the video. Alright, so I do have 10 products, of course, and I'll just go in random order. So the first one I do have is the Morphe brow pencil, and this is only $5. You guys know I used to use the Benefit, Cosmetics brow pencil all the time, and I do love their brow pencil. It's really nice, really pigmented, and it lasts all day. But with this is $5, and I think the Benefit one is about 20 something dollars, which is pretty expensive for a brow pencil. So I can get like 4 of these for the price of 1, if that makes sense. But yeah, this is one of my favorites. It's very matte on the brows. It lasts all day. It looks very hair-like, and I will show you guys what my brows look like right now because all I've been using is the Morphe brow pencil, and it just works for me. And also what I like about it is the spoolie itself. It's a really nice spoolie. It just gets the brows and everything like that and just really shapes them nicely. So I really recommend this. If you haven't tried it out, it's $5. What are you waiting for? So if you watch my videos all the time, this next one is not a surprise to you, and it's a Maybelline 24-hour foundation in the shade Coconut, and it's actually called their Superstay full coverage foundation. And here it is, you guys. And this foundation, out of all the foundations I do have high-end and drugstore, this is my favorite foundation ever. It doesn't break apart in the skin. It looks great all day. You can wear it for 12 plus hours and it still looks flawless. And it controls my oils. I can keep going on and on, but it's one of my favorites out there, and I highly recommend it. And this shade is perfect. So if you're my skin tone and you always, pick a foundation based off of my skin tone, Coconut is like the best one out there. It just fits me to the T. So yeah. And also one thing I really do like about it is it's a full coverage foundation, and when it comes to me, I'm very picky with foundations. I love a very light, medium coverage foundation, but with this I noticed that even though it is full coverage, it doesn't look cakey on the skin. So yeah, it's just one of my favorites out there, and I just love Maybelline in general, y'all. Like, they're just so good. Now this next item is one of my recent favorites, and it's the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I have it in the shade Deep Cinnamon. I still need to pick up the lighter shade, and then I do have the contour one, like Deep Cocoa or something like that. I don't know where it is. I need to find it, but I do have that as well. But this concealer, y'all, I'm very picky when it comes to drugstore concealers. There's only one that I do like besides this, and it's a Maybelline Fit Me concealer. That's one of my favorites. But besides that, there's not a lot out there that I do like. So with this, what I like about it is it's very full coverage. It lasts all day. It doesn't really crease. And seriously, I can keep going on and on, but it's just one of my favorites. And I don't know why it took me so long to try it out, but I do want to show you guys the wand as well. So here is the wand for reference. Kind of reminds me of the Tarte concealer, to be honest. Hopefully y'all can see this right there. So this is what it looks like, and I just love a very big wand. It just makes it very easy to spread throughout the face. So yeah, I feel like e.l.f., I don't know what it is, but I feel like they rebranded themselves, and now they're just like one of the best when it comes to drugstores. So shout out to e.l.f. Alright, so for bronzer, I do have the Morphe Glamabronze bronzer, and this came out last year, I do believe. But they do have new shades now if you haven't checked them out. I think it released like last month. But yeah, I didn't try the bronzer out when it first came out, of course. So now that I tried it, I am obsessed with it. On my skin today, I do have the shade Phenom, and it just looks so natural. Like, it literally looks like I went to the beach or on vacation somewhere, but y'all know we can't go anywhere right now because of Corona. So with that being said, let me show y'all what it looks like on the inside. I do have this shade and also Leader, of course, but this bronzer is really nice on the skin. What I really like about it is, y'all know I love my Fenty Beauty bronzer. It's probably the only bronzer I use as of lately. But with this, it's not too red for my skin. I find that a lot of bronzers out there, you just don't have a lot of shades to pick from, and with Morphe, there's a lot of colors right now to pick from, and I love that about them. And also, you can take your time and build this up really nicely on the skin. It looks so good, you guys. I don't know what took me so long to pick this up. And also, it's huge. Okay, like, y'all see my head? and this bronzer, they're about the same size. So you do get a lot of product in here. Now, before I even tell you guys what setting spray I do have that's my favorite from the drugstore, I'm sure you guys can guess. I'll give you like 2 seconds to guess what it is. Oh yeah, it's 2 seconds. So, of course, it's the Morphe setting spray. These are my absolute favorites. I do have the original, of course, and also the matte version, and they're both so bomb. I will tell you right now, with the matte one, be careful. I tell everybody this, make sure you spray a little bit and you're good to go, and it will control your oils. But these are so light on the face, and it's just not too expensive, especially if you get it from Ulta or even Morphe. Of course, you can use your coupon code and save a little bit of money. But honestly, I will say these are my favorite setting sprays of all time. I just love these two together. This one you can use on your sponges when you're blending out your concealer or your foundation, and it just makes it look so good. I tried this about 2 weeks ago, and I noticed that when I spray my sponge before, you know, applying my foundation and my concealer, it just makes everything look really, really nice. I do recommend trying that out. And also, if you're an oily grease ball like me, you need this in your life. So these two, of course, I had to mention. So the next product I do have is a highlighter, of course. And when it comes to highlighters in general, unless it's like something crazy, just completely different, I don't feel the need to buy high-end highlighters. I just don't see the point, because honestly, when it comes to drugstore highlighters, they're just as good to me, but that's just me being honest. So I do have the Wet n Wild Hustle and Glow highlighter, which is one of my favorites. I wear it almost every other day because it's just so good. And for about $5 or $6, I can't remember how much I paid for this, you get a lot of product in here, okay? I use this almost every other day, and I still haven't put a dent in it. So this is what the shade looks like. I don't want to, you know, spill it, of course, but I do have other shades out there. This is just the one that I use all the time, and I'm swatching it for y'all. Like, look at this. Look at this. Okay, you guys know high-end products will charge you like $30 for this, probably even $35 to push it, but this is just so pigmented. I really don't need a, you know, high-end highlighter. I just noticed I'm kind of going through these a little bit faster. I don't know why, but it's because I really do like these products, you guys. Like, they're so good. So let me start with lip liner. This one is a Colourpop Lippie pencil. I have it in the shade BFF3. I picked this up about a month ago, and I don't know why it took me so long to try their lip pencils. Like, it's so good. All right, so let me give y'all a swatch of this, or actually I'll show y'all on camera, but y'all can see how pigmented and creamy it is, but it's not too creamy to the point where it just moves around on your lips. Okay, so it's a very nice consistency, and I just love it so much. So hopefully y'all can see that. But these are very creamy, very pigmented. There's so many shades to pick from. With this, I thought it was a twistable lip pencil, but you actually have to sharpen it, which I kind of like. It doesn't bother me, but very nice pencil. So sticking with lip products, the next one I do have, of course, is Morphe. Morphe, like, y'all really be killing it. Okay, so I do have their lip gloss in the stage backstage, and I will pick up probably all their lip glosses because they're just that good. They're not sticky, they don't like move around too much, they're very pigmented but not too pigmented, if y'all know what I mean. It's just like the perfect consistency, and of course I don't know why it took me so long to try it out, but I will show you guys right here. Y'all can see that with one swipe, even if I go like this, like this, very pigmented. You don't have to sit there and build this color up, and it's just so beautiful on the lips. Like, honestly, I may not even buy a high-end lip gloss from here on out because there's no point. Morphe, I think I paid about $6 for this, $7, and they also had a sale, and you can use a code as well. Like, what else do you need? All right, you guys, so I only have 2 more products to mention, which is so crazy. I really did go through this video fast. The one I do have is the Maybelline the Falsies Lash Lift Mascara, okay? Now with this, I did mention in my other video, I don't think I've seen a commercial for this, or maybe there was one, but I don't have cable, so that's probably the reason why I didn't see it. But it's my favorite drugstore mascara of all time. So what I initially loved about it is the wand itself. I feel like when it comes to wands like this, especially for high-end products, they're so expensive, but this is like the perfect wand because it really does grab your lashes and make them look very lifted, long, and so on. It's just one of my favorites out there. I don't remember how much I paid for this, but I do think it's about $10, which is a great price because you guys know when it comes to high-end mascaras, you're paying like $25, and y'all know mascaras like dry out after a month, so there's no point spending a lot of money on them. So yeah, this is one of my favorites. I mean, if you guys don't know about it, I'm telling you right now, pick it up because it is that good. And the last one I do have, of course, that's better than high-end products is Morphe brushes. I have a bunch of their brushes, but I just want to show you guys a couple of them. Their eye brushes are one of my favorites because they're just very nice and fluffy. They don't shed too much for me. I have a couple more that I can show you guys as well, but these are just so nice. They last a long time, and I just can't remember, like in the past we used to spend like $30, you know, on MAC brushes or, you know, any high-end brushes out there, which is crazy to me because these are about $10 maximum. I think probably $20, but that's still a lot cheaper than a lot of brands out there. So I will shout out a couple of my favorites. I do have the Morphe M504 brush. Also the Morphe M173 brush right here. It's like a nice buffing brush. Another one I do have that I use all the time is a Morphe G17 brush right here. I do have a couple more that I like as well. The Morphe M502, a nice blending brush. This is my favorite highlighting brush. I have the Morphe M510. So I can keep going on and on because I do have a lot of their brushes, but these, y'all, are honestly the best. Okay, so those were other products from the drugstore I do feel are better than high-end, and I do have more in my collection, of course, but I want to make it a little bit easier for you guys and just do 10 for now, but I will do more in the future. And also, if you do have other products out there you feel are just as good as well, let me know down below because I love trying drugstore products. So yeah, with that being said, love you guys so much. Make sure you like, subscribe before you do leave, and I'll see you guys in the next one.